A dude walking through New York and picking up his dinner while talking about One Piece. I'm like, yeah, can I get the number 2? Yeah, and that's when I thought crazy how Brooke was just introduced like that. I don't know. Just ignore if whatever happens to me today, man, just ignore it. If I leave mid-conversation, just continue talking to yourself, man, at this point.
No, we're talking about Thriller Bark because we haven't talked since the Water 7 saga, which was definitely up until that point the best saga.
Easily.
And good news, this was the best saga so far, better than Water 7, 100%. Thriller Bark.
I thought you were about to say, oh wait, what? No, shut the fuck up. Because everybody else who, when they get to Thriller Bark, I think everyone unanimously agrees, like, well, that just kind of happened, I guess.
This arc wasn't exactly anything, like, it didn't have, like, Oda's special sauce.
Nice and hot. Hot and spicy meat. Yeah, boy.
And the character designs, man, are probably, for the new characters, because, you know, every single saga introduces new characters.
New people, yeah.
This was probably the worst.
You just don't like Hogback at all, though. That was like your biggest grief, I think.
God, I hated Hogback. I hate Gecko Moria's design.
Dude, okay, first of all, I think Gecko Moria in general was just terrible, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, as a character and design, he just sucks.
Yeah, and then we have Absalom too, who, like,
I hate Absalom.
You know, like, what's crazy is that he probably has my God, I feel weird saying favorite because that's the
design.
Out of everyone in this saga introduced, he probably has my favorite
the
design.
Zombie from Wano, I think, had a better design.
Oh, that's true. You know what? Yeah, I'll give it to you, actually. I thought Absalom had one of the better designs, but then his character is... I hate him.
Absolute trash, dude.
I hate him.
I don't know what Oda was thinking when he made that character. The reason why, like, I don't like him is not just because, like, he's an unlikable character, but I feel like Thriller Bark is the beginning of Oda being too horny.
Yeah, and it's weird because, you know, we're introduced to Brooke in this saga, and I haven't had a lot of time with Brooke overall so far, but, like, the little that I do know of him is that he's just another horny guy. We have 2 horny guys on the team.
But I do like Brooke more because Brooke says it, right? Like, he'll be like, "Can I see your panties?" Then you'll get smacked, and that's the end of it. But Sanji just never stops with the Nami Swan and, like, oh my God, girls, girls, girls. Brooke is just straight up like, it's the one-liner. "Can I see your panties?"
A horny character done right to me is like I feel weird saying that, you know?
Is Master Roshi?
Master Roshi!
Yeah.
Like, to me, he's done right because, like, I don't know, for some reason, to me, it's like I see Master Roshi and it's like, yeah, I get it. The last time that we see a really annoying trope to me in One Piece so far, like, I know it's annoying to me, maybe not to you. I think you actually like this. That, like, the gang splits up and just fights the perfect member for each other. Ines Lobby, Thriller Bark, Alabasta, Skypiea.
Alabasta, Sanji, and Usopp fought together.
Okay, fine, but they still get together. Like, it's still just like this. These.
I don't think it's as often as you think, because Skypiea also, several of them got their ass beat. Like, Nami barely did anything. Like, Sanji took a hit for the crew. Robin was there at the end of Luffy got her ass beat.
I'll take it back for Skypiea. You're actually correct. But the good thing, if there's anything good about this saga, is definitely at the end. Like,
the ending is definitely the best part.
Yeah, I think this everything before. I'm forgetting Oars.
Yes.
Everything before Oars was very, like, okay.
But even still, honestly, dude, I don't know, when I first read this and it got to the Oars part, I remember I was like, man, like, I don't even give a fuck about this. Dude, like, I hate Gecko Moria a lot.
Oh,
and
yeah,
dude, okay,
Moria.
let's get into it. I hate Gecko Moria a lot because we had Crocodile, right? Who was a major warlord, and he was a hard-ass person to fight, right? We had what's his face, Doflamingo, who, like, got hyped up as, like, this warlord.
Yeah.
We met Kuma at the end of this, and Kuma
had a bigger impact to me so far than Gecko Moria.
So you see the warlords, like, you see Dracula Mihawk. Mihawk is a menace. right?
Yeah, and Boa Hancock is like so insane with her seduction and
Yes,
like
that she can stop anybody.
her influence. Yeah,
And then you have Gecko Moria. And it's like, what the fuck is this?
Brooke introduced as a character, and we also have wow, I'm forgetting her name.
Oh, the negative girl?
Yeah, I know she comes back. Like
Yeah.
I'm surprised that we got to New World and she was still there, and I'm like,
And
oh my god,
she's more relevant than Gecko Moria.
yeah, I I know. I'm not sure how relevant she is, but like just the fact that we saw like just the fact that she has an updated outfit for New World after the time skip
Says a
means
lot.
some sort of relevant.
Yeah.
Right? So because I know that I have a feeling that Gecko Moria doesn't have
No.
a
Gecko Moria's
post
trash. He's
skip.
done.
Like we have two major doctors that we have a couple of doctors that are introduced to us throughout the series, and like we have Chopper, obviously Chopper's mentor, his two mentors, and someone that's getting hyped up a lot right now is Vegapunk, right? And he's getting hyped up like crazy. I haven't met Vegapunk, but I know Vegapunk's gonna be a crazy threat in the future. At least that's my theory. But what I don't like is we get to Hogback and Chopper's like, not Hogback, the craziest motherfucker ever. Oh my god, Chopper, like crazy.
Yeah, like crazy. Yeah,
like they're hyping him up, and I think they even hyped him up in Thriller Bark because of Kuma. But like not Hogback.
The thing is, though, it does make sense that Chopper would know him because he just studies medicine. It makes sense that he knows him. But you have a good point where, like, it's not like Oda to just not ever bring up Hogback if Chopper's, like, pursuing to be one of the greatest doctors, you know?
Hogback's character was annoying. Terribly, terribly annoying to me because of, like obviously how he treated everybody.
Yeah.
Like, he was an ass. And, like, and Chopper's reaction to it just didn't feel all that earned to me because like it would have been a lot different to me if we saw Chopper for a while saying like my hero is Hogback.
Yeah,
like Hogback is my hero, because then that would have been the payoff would have been like so crazy, and then we would have had this. I think to me at least like this amazing character arc where like Chopper's like I never want to be
like him.
That.
Yeah,
like him.
If you're a warlord at sea, right? You know a lot about the world. There's no way you're a warlord and you don't know much about the world.
Okay.
He needs to know about the New World, and he should know about the Emperors of the Sea, right? So, what's the point of having this gigantic army with nothing really to control? All you have is a floating, like, kind of like a Flying Dutchman in the middle of like a Bermuda Triangle situation, and you would get clapped if you go to the New World, and you're not really the king of the Grand Line in Paradise. It's like, what is Gecko Moria's goal here?
I think what I didn't expect and what I really enjoy is the complete polar opposite way of how we were introduced to the last character getting introduced to into the Straw Hats and this next one.
Yeah,
because it took 3 arcs in a row
to get Frankie.
For Frankie to join.
Yeah.
And by that point, it was like, he needs to join. Like this, like, after all they went
There's
through
no way.
In Enos Lobby, he needs to be part of the group.
Yeah.
He needs to be. But then as soon as we get to Thriller Bark, just a couple of chapters after he joins, like, it was so, like Luffy sees Brooke and he's like, Mio.
Yo, join.
You're in.
And Brooke responds with, I'm in. He's like, I'm doing it.
Brooke is like, I'm out. Let's go. We're homies. We're besties, man. And like, I just love that because like I was really looking forward to how Luffy was gonna like how they were gonna how Brooke was gonna get into the Straw Hats. And I was just like it just threw me for a loop. Like I was laughing because I just wasn't expecting it to just be like
that.
Brooke was just so funny to me. And Brooke, I think the greatest thing about Brooke was that I think the greatest thing about his character is that like who hates Brooke?
Nobody really.
Is there anybody who out there in the world who hates the character?
I've never been browsing Reddit and someone said, "Man, can we talk about how much Brooke sucks?"
Out of all the Straw Hat members that we have now that we know, who's the most useless member?
That needs to go down. Robin can read poneglyphs.
Oh,
Brooke, that's a good.
See, I didn't know I came here to be disrespected.
No one ever.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think there's people who probably hate Luffy more.
Probably, honestly.
He just like that old guy that's just been through everything already.
And he just can't get phased.
Yeah, he's like, nothing bothers me. He's so just.
To be
he's
fair,
so
60
down.
years like on a ship, you would feel the same way too. Be like,
Like,
dude, wherever we go, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, yo, you want to go to Target? Let's go. You want
You
to?
wanted to go to Target? The
Like-
only other thing before Auras that I liked too, by the way, was the introduction to Thousand Sunny's features. Like when they showed the little glowing Mary. That was really nice. I was like, oh, that's a nice little homage, and you can see
That's
like
cool.
what the new Sunny can do.
Locke is so on Luffy's side, and
Yep.
I at this point, if Oda just says to us, like, oh yeah, Luffy's just a lucky guy, I'd be pissed because it's getting to the point where it's like,
No, it
there
has to be
has
fate.
to be.
Like everyone thinks it has to do something with the D or something. Like he has to have fate on his side that prevents him from dying.
Meanwhile, like maybe like Jaguar D saw his mission was complete. Like what he needed to do was rescue Robin.
Yeah, and save her.
Yeah, and that was the will of D. And
Yeah,
once his
like the
will
one
of
thing
D
he had
was-
to do.
yeah, then he was straight. Porcus
Cool.
D Rouge
Uh-huh.
needed to be alive to give birth to Ace, who is the son of Goldie Roger, who set forth the One Piece mission. And first of all, just for Ace to die at the moment to motivate Luffy, right after another D character confirmed what Usopp was trying to ask to a non-D character. Is One Piece real? Well, who revealed that it is? Another D character, Marshall DT.
No, it wasn't Newgate who revealed it?
One Piece は実在する
How many shadows are in him at once?
Oh yeah,
100?
they pumped him with like 100. Yeah,
They said you can only have 20, but no, he had
Yeah.
100.
yeah, and then
I'm
he
just
became
like, oh.
Nightmare Luffy. He's like, I guess he's strong now.
It's literally Nightmare Luffy has to be like a transformation in video games, in a fighting game. He has to like, be able to
Definitely.
transform.
Definitely,
If
that's
there's,
like
a
one of
Budo-
the alternates.
Yeah, if there was like a Budokai like of One Piece,
For One
that has
Piece.
to be like a transformation that you can equip. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know
has-
what you mean. How shocked were you to see Laboon was mentioned
oh,
in Brooks'
dude,
backstory?
I was waiting for Laboon to come back in a relevant way, and that tie-in with Brook was awesome. Like,
Mhm.
so awesome. Like, and I'm really looking forward to Brook meeting up with Laboon. Like,
Yes.
I can't wait for that moment. I'm not sure if it happens, but when it happens, it's gonna be so awesome.
Oh yeah.
And it really gives more like it really adds to Brook joining the crew.
Did you watch the Bink Sake video I sent you?
Yeah.
You watched it? Okay, so you finally saw it animated. That, in my opinion, is the biggest payoff of Philip Arc. I love that scene so much because it's so happy, but at the same time also so freaking depressing, dude. I just love how they showed the whole crew singing it, and then one by one they start going down. Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I love that part so much of the arc. I love sad shit like that, man. It's so great.
I really like that Oris came in, and Oris is this humongous freaking giant.
Yeah.
Makes you go, at least made me go, I don't know how the Straw Hats are gonna get through this.
Yeah.
Like, and I think my favorite moment so far in One Piece, this is the first time in what I can remember,
Mm.
this was the first arc in One Piece that I saw the Straw Hats fight together as a whole group,
Against Oars, yeah.
minus Luffy. They all got together to do this one attack that really did OD, like had to have been like 1,000 HP damage on Oars. And like, but Oars are just so freaking, like, it's a zombie. You can't kill Oars. So like, it was just like this awesome moment because like the goal isn't to kill Oars, the goal is to get Gamora inside of Oars.
Yeah, just beat the shit out of him. Takamori, you don't really care about
out of the way. Yeah, and the real meat,
hot and spicy meat.
Kuma.
Kuma gets introduced as this humongous, and I know he was based off of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Please tell me he was.
Yeah,
right?
100% he was. Yeah,
That's confirmed, right?
I don't know if it's confirmed, but that's the vibe I get.
Yeah, 100%. He comes in as this as a character with the Bible, and he's introduced to you as another Shichibukai,
Which is
So you should be-
insane because we never seen them beat a warlord, and then right after another one enters,
Another
you're like, yo,
warlord.
what are we about to do?
like there's two warlords back to back, and like the Straw Hats are already like defeated by Gakamora, and then they had to fight against Kuma, who to me has to be the strongest Shichibukai. In that one panel where he just like takes care of that girl, I forgot her name. Whatever, her
Which
like
one?
the ghost girl.
Oh, the negative girl. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Whatever.
she just disappears.
Yeah, she's
and,
like,
I was just like,
the
and
scariest thing is
honestly-
he says, "Where do you want to go?" And then he just makes her disappear. It's like, oh, well, what?
yeah, and then Nami's watching, and she's like, and I just found it funny because Nami the entire time was like, I have bad news, and the situation is so bad right now that I don't know when to say the bad news. So I'm just gonna keep holding it
She
off.
was in the background just.
Like, and I don't blame her. Like, it's, a part of me would have been like, if it was any other anime or whatever, like, I would have been like, say something. But
No,
in
yo,
this case, I
Goku,
was like,
yo, quick.
no, Goku would never say. Goku would be dumb hype. You
No,
know
I'm
that.
saying, no, I'm saying if you're Bulma, you're like, yo, Goku, ASAP, take care of that, please.
Yeah.
But it's Luffy who just got his ass beat by Gecko.
Can we just imagine if it was Goku in this situation and Goku's dumb tired after fighting like, I don't know, like a Frieza type level enemy,
And then he
like,
comes Cells here.
No, and like with all the Z Warriors, and then Goku's like, by the way, yeah, by the way, guys, Cell is coming. He's right. He's here.
Who's hype? Who's hype?
Who's
High
hype,
five.
bro?
High five. Kuma comes in though. Kuma just fucks the shit up, dude. Like
Yeah.
bad. To the point, I think I remember when I was reading it for the first time, I genuinely thought I don't see how they get out of this. I thought for a minute Oda was gonna fuck up. And I thought I was like, yo, Oda's gonna fuck up and write himself in a hole, and then he's gonna come up with like Luffy has to come up with a way to beat Kuma. And I'm about to say, if Luffy beats Kuma right here, this story is ass cheeks. You can't have him beat him right here. This makes no sense.
Definitely the moment where I was like,
Yo, you guys
the
are weak.
Straw Hats are this close to dying. Like
Yes.
they will all die. They
Dude,
are.
didn't they weren't even able to touch Kuma because like he was so hard. They were like, yo, I can't even make a dent on this dude.
I think they did like no, I didn't. They did some damage because they found out that he was a cyborg.
Oh, they cut
Like
through.
they were able to find out he's a cyborg. So like
yeah.
I think if the Straw Hats were at 100%, I still don't think they'll beat Kuma, but it'll be a
They'll-
much better fight.
But even still, we saw happen at Sabaody, like.
Yeah, and then Sabaody happens, and it's like, oh, it's a
Yeah.
wrap, bro, it's a
Yeah,
wrap.
exactly.
Like if Kuma didn't have a heart, because like,
Yeah.
because like you can tell like this is like even though this is our introduction to Kuma, but we also know at this point that Kuma has like some sort of like vendetta against the government.
Yeah.
Like, he has some beef.
Yeah, because
with them.
you read up ahead, so you already know that like Kuma
He was a
saved the Straw
revolutionary.
Hats. Yeah, like he saved the shots for a reason, but we don't know yet why. But that brings me to the next point though. Is that moment where Zoro decides to take the hit is one of the most badass moments in One Piece, bro. That shit was
See,
raw.
the thing is, I remember like my introduction to that scene was in a Instagram post.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I sent you.
Mhm.
And so you remember, and it was like top 4 moments in anime ever, and like it
Mhm.
was like I think it was like Goku turning Super Saiyan,
Mhm.
Gon turning into obviously this is all spoilers.
Yeah.
Gon from Hunter x Hunter
Going
turning
full potential.
Yeah, full
Yeah.
potential. I forgot what the other one was. Was it from Bleach?
I think it was the Reiner and-
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rhino reveal.
And then this. And
Mhm.
and you said Zoro's last. And when it first happened, when I saw that happen, the Zoro moment with the blood, I remember I texted you. I didn't I text you and I was
Yeah,
like,
you text me, you're like, holy shit.
Zoro, man.
Yeah.
Zoro's really that guy.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that I don't like, spoilers for Hunter x Hunter, but skip ahead. But if you know, when Gon went through the adult transformation, he was out.
Yeah.
He was gone for a while. He that affected him so much that he no longer was the main character anymore.
Yep.
Zoro, what that should have done to him should have been very similar to Gon.
The thing is, though, in his defense, and I know this is me playing devil's advocate, but in his defense, Zoro was very useless from that moment on all the way to New World. Because I remember even in Sabaody, when he was trying to fight Kuma, he kept spitting up blood. And Chopper was like, yo, you're still injured. Stop.
it just really made me feel like this moment wasn't all that impactful. Like you said, to the overall One Piece narrative. Like what happened with Gon affected him so much to the point that he's not even a character.
Yeah, no, that was a huge impact. Yeah. Super
he's not
Saiyan
a
still
character.
comes up, and
Super
we
Saiyan
know
is-
that,
I mean, come on, yeah.
and we know the Rhino revealed so much more.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the reveal. Like
Yeah.
this was such a moment that like had zero impact to me.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I do like it though because it still sets the precedence
Yeah.
that Zoro is probably arguably like first mate, like 100%. Like
Yeah.
he is the second man in command.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. That's in that regard, 100% a great, fantastic moment, and Zoro will do anything for
protect
his
his captain,
captain.
yeah.
For his captain, yeah. And that means that if anything, this moment, what it meant more than anything was a humongous character development moment.
Yeah.
To me, what this could have been was like, what a cool thing that this could have turned into was like Zoro is so injured that he couldn't leave the Thousand Sunny while the events of Subody was happening,
Like, they can stay on the ship.
and he's the only person that stayed in Subody. And I can imagine like what a interesting twist of events if like
That'd be
he
strange.
finally does heal and he gets on the island. He's like,
The fuck.
yeah, that to me would have had at least like, you know, that'd be hilarious.
If he just gets a lot of like, yo.
Can you imagine a one shot of just Zoro like, where the
fuck is everybody? We roll over a bit, and Zoro and Brook. I really like the lad. Zoro pays respects to the samurai, which is really cool. He pays respect to the samurai, and Brook pays respect to his crewmates. And then we fast forward over to Hogback and the others getting imprisoned, and you see they read a newspaper saying that Ace got sent to Impel Down. And then you're like, what the fuck is Impel Down? And then Oda says, I'm gonna give you more shit. And then they finally explain the Weaver card.
Yo,
and they explain
dude,
what it means.
They gave it to Nami, I think. They gave Nami the Viva card because I think it was Lola, right?
Yeah, Lola. Who's also,
Lola,
by the way, that Weaver card that Lola gave Nami.
Very important.
Dude, I'm talking like chapter 870 something important.
Dude, remember how many times did I joke around with you about that
You're like,
freaking
what the fuck
paper,
does this
bro?
paper mean?
Like all Ace did was like, here's a piece of paper, Poppy.
You kept
And
saying, yo, Luffy's gonna save Ace, and then Ace's gonna be like, you got that piece of paper on you?
And then Luffy's gonna be like, yeah, and he's like, thank God. Oh my God. Like, hey, in chapter 850, this will be relevant.
Yep.
And then Luffy's like, I have one of those.
But she gets serious when like he finds out what it means, because I think Lola explains like, oh, that's a Weaver card, like it's linked to the person's health, and then he sees that it's in terrible shape.
Burning. It's
He's like,
yeah.
yo, what's going on with Ace?
It feels like Luffy was really in the denial stage for me. Like that's how I want to take it. Like Luffy's in the denial stage where he's just like, and I feel like internally, like I feel like Luffy is just definitely like, no, he's okay.
Yeah.
He's
Also,
okay.
I feel like it just because you know how they were raised, like you know about the childhood already. I think they all like kind of know that like we're able to take care of ourselves and we shouldn't have to run for each other. Like I don't have to take care of you. You're not a little kid anymore. Like you got this.
When Luffy had no one, the only person he had is Ace.
Yeah.
Like, he has no one in Amazon Lily. And the one person he has a Weaver card for to find is dying, and that person just so happens to also be his brother. The Thriller Bark set up this anxiety that is lurking in Luffy's mind about his brother. Like where he's just like, he's straight, he's good. Yeah, but I just love how like the good thing about Oda to me is that like the Summit War would have been dope no matter what, but these moments really add to it where when we first met Ace properly, because we saw Ace in Drum Island. Can you believe that? How far back it was?
Yes, it was a long time ago.
A long time ago. Like Drum Island was when we first sort of met Ace. Like, and then when they finally met Ace in Alabasta, like, and the next time we even get any word of it is, well, obviously in the cover art. In the cover art, like that story where like Ace is going from place to place trying to find Blackbeard, and then in post Enos Lobby arc, which I told you is probably one of my top 5 arcs, even if it's not even like all that, like, it's not even like an actual arc, but like then we get this like Shanks goes up to Whitebeard and Shanks is like, hey man, something
please, like,
bad is gonna go down.
Yeah, he called it. I mean, he got it around the head.
Yeah. Thriller Bark, if you had to give it anything, I think it just really
sets it up so well for the next.
Just ended strong.
The one last thing that I still don't sit comfortable with in Thriller Bark, and this is probably the last thing I have on my list really, is I don't know if you remember, but Lola sees something in the fog.
Oh yeah. So I actually Googled that. I was like, what is that? Like, and apparently it just never gets explained. It's never explained.
Never. To this day, I still have no fucking idea what the hell they're referring to there. Anyway, We are almost done with the first half of One Piece. This has been Simon and Josue. Wishing you guys nothing but the best. Make sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. Just look up Panic Brothers and you'll find us. Also, make sure to follow our podcast on any podcast streaming platform. And until next time, we'll catch you guys later. See ya.
Peace.
Peace.